Hey, it's Dee Dee Black.
I'm Ricky Brown.
And this is the Let's Go Sis podcast.
Yes. Hey, another week, another
So excited
podcast.
to be here.
I know.
Yes.
I just left the gym and I literally was thinking like, I wanted to keep our schedule, but maybe how, sometimes I have a staged look for thousands of people and sometimes I look homeless. Today's the homeless look. But I was literally thinking like about AI.
Oh my gosh.
Like I should have just let my AI twin show up today or something. I don't have any
Oh,
twin, but I'm just saying, like, what if that happened, I don't know.
that's wild. Yes, I definitely can relate to sometimes homeless and sometimes the stage look.
Yeah. But what do you feel about the AI, like, when you see it? Are you, like, annoyed, like, this is definitely AI? Or I don't know, I feel like they're getting more real these days.
AI is interesting to me because two things. I like it because it's convenient and obviously like you can make a lot of things happen, but I don't like it because of the fact that you can make a lot of things happen. So it could get really sketch, if people really go far with it. So that's interesting to me that you brought that up today, though, because I was just looking at Chat GPT for something and it like knows me at this point. Like I've used it so much that I think it literally knows me. And I'm like, I like it and maybe I don't like it.
Yeah, I can't decide. I mean, no, I know no, let me rephrase that. I know that I don't love it, to be honest. I mean, I like what it can do, but I feel like there's definitely some things about it. It's kind of like, we were talking about the other day about manifesting versus asking and praying.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Kind of a discussion too, and I feel like AI kind of fits into that, um but yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. So let's talk about that. Manifesting is been a word that not like I've struggled with, but just like one of those things that I've kind of like teeter tottered on. Like, oh, you got to manifest things. Like, you got to hope and wish and put it out in the universe. And anyway, I was at church the other day and they were saying like manifesting is not where it's at. Like, manifesting is like witchcraft, which some people are going to be like, no, it's not, whatever. But it is because it's like you're hoping for something bigger than what you're praying for. And obviously, we pray a lot. And so I was like, yeah, I'm not manifesting things. I'm just going to like trust, the process of praying and waiting.
Praying and asking. I think that's what it is. I think people have just I don't even know if it's like I don't know if I would say witchcraft. I think what it is just the lines are blurred on the definition for sure. And I think people use the word manifest like as a catchphrase that they mean, some of them, not all of them. Some of them probably mean manifesting and they don't believe in God, but some people mean like pray it into existence, right? Because I've heard people say like pray it into existence, but it's like, well, no, I mean, anyway, God is going to
Yeah.
decide, but you can ask. You could definitely ask. Yeah,
Yeah. And there's a lot of big asks right
a
now.
lot of things. I'm asking a lot of things. I'm just saying, I'm definitely asking a lot of things.
Same. And I'm actually kind of excited about what I'm asking for. So I'm
Okay.
like, whatever that means is going to be good. But obviously, you know, it's always fun to not manifest, but, ask for things for your kids.
Hey,
So I'm super excited about, Paisley. We just got back from maternity. I know we talk about this every time, and she did amazing. Like, she did not feel good. This past week has been horrible because she has that autoimmune deficiency. And so when it kicks in, it just like kicks her booty. But actually, she played really well. And honestly, I was laughing because I'm like, maybe you should be sick all the time, which obviously I'm not trying to hope for that. But I'm like, because she was kind of ornery because she was annoyed because she didn't feel that good. And she just really wanted to make things happen. And honestly, like she did. So that part was kind of cool, other than the fact that she didn't feel good. But um, that part was really fun to just watch her, just come into who she is. I'm excited about that.
yeah, she's awesome. I know it's
I
fun
know.
watching your kids excel. We went to that OU workout this weekend, and Tanner did so good. He was killing it. He had a good reps at catcher and pitcher and hitting, and so he was excited about that. It's definitely a year. This year and next year are the big years for him. So we'll see what happens. But he's excited. And actually, you know what? I think the thing that I liked the most about this weekend for him was I felt like he was just so chill, like really relaxed and having fun. Like he was, I mean, it's not like he doesn't have fun all the time when he's playing travel sports, but it's different these days, right? It's like a serious business. Oh my gosh, there is a guy who does some stuff online. I know I've sent you a few things, but how he's just like, yeah, I didn't know it. Like 7, I would sit my parents down and be like, "Okay, guys, if you believe in me like you say you do, let's hit the road." Like and like it does become very serious, right? We know that. I know you guys know that in basketball too. And our kids are of course serious about it. So,
Yeah.
they want to try hard and they're working hard. But I really felt like he was just in his element this weekend, just like smiling, laughing, having fun and relaxed. And I thought, okay, this is what this is about. So I'm hopeful that that's what gets to keep.
He's such a stud too. I mean, I know I'm a proud aunt. I've been a proud aunt since forever. Do you remember the time I was just thinking about this the other day?
Yeah, they're working
So
hard.
T's always been a bigger kid since you've had him.
He has.
And I was thinking about this the other day because somebody posted something and I was like, "Oh, I totally can relate with that." It was like an aunt something that came up. And it was like something about like uh don't ask for my aunt to come because here she comes coming, like she's like ready to walk up. And remember when we were at the park and
Yeah.
the lady swore that Tanner was like way older? He was like what, 2 or 3?
I think it was
3? 3? Yeah.
3.
He was like 3. And he did not mean to do anything, but the kid like came over to him, her kid, by the way, and like kind of like went to hug him and he like kind of fell. So it looked like a tackle.
Yeah.
That mom went wild and I went wilder. Like I was like, don't you ever. Like he is little. She's like,
Yeah.
this 5-year old's over here. And I'm like, he is 3. Like, get your life together. I was so mad. I think about that now though, and I'm like, I was crazy before I had kids. So it is what it is. Like now I'm like, come at my kid. Pick someone else's.
I think it's so hard when your kids are bigger like that because then, people do assume that they're older than they are and you're like, "Mind your own business." Like my kid is still a baby and you're acting like they're 7 and they're 4, or whatever. Yeah, I definitely have to explain to people or not explain. How about that? How about
You
back
were
up?
trying to explain to me though, like, hey, you got to calm down. Like, it's okay. I'm like, it is not okay. This
I was. Well, because
atrocious person is like trying to come at Tanner like he's old and he's little. He's a little guy. Like, calm down. And I remember I picked him up, like, swooped him up, and she was just like, oh, God. Like, was so annoyed that I called. He's 3. Like, I don't care if he's a man child. Don't come at my nephew.
yeah. Oh my gosh, I know. It's hard not to be protective of your family.
Yeah, that's so true right now. you know, you're not gonna like this, but my true crime stuff,
Well,
coming back into the picture. It's good to love your family, of course. Like love your family, nurture your family. But some of these families that I continue to keep watching that you're like, stop talking about it because you don't love it. That's a different level of crazy. Like I was like the crazy aunt that was protective because he was little. Some of these people got to get it together. So anyway, I know you don't want to hear about my true crime stories, but we
you know,
finally finished the one that I've been obsessed with.
okay, well, since we've been talking about this on the podcast for the last, I don't know, 2 or 3 weeks now, my phone keeps, how it listens. Speaking of AI, and now I have like every true crime story coming
Yeah,
up
you're
on
welcome.
my scroll, and I'm like, why? I don't want to know about any of these cases. I would rather see all the other stuff besides these crazy cases. But
What?
okay, I'm not watching them. Just for the record, I just
I watched them, but I
like
also
posting the memes of these different crazy women, and I'm like, that's definitely a true crime, which I wouldn't even have known before that was even a thing. I would have been thinking they were like, you know, housewives of Arkansas or something. I don't know.
yeah,
That's Arkansas. That's not what I
that's not
meant.
one, but
That's not what I meant. But you know what I'm saying? Like, just that was the first A letter. Nobody be offended in Arkansas. I didn't mean to offend anyone in Arkansas.
no.
Yeah, but anyway.
It's not that's not where it's at anyway. It's Florida. Florida's popping off.
Oh,
So, if
Florida.
you want to be safe, just get out of Florida.
Don't
Just
be.
kidding. There's probably a lot of safe people in Florida too. So I'm not trying to offend those people either. But I will say there's a lot of true crime going on there. And I'm like, wow, Florida, Utah, and Idaho seems like the hot topics.
Wow.
Um,
Yeah,
yeah.
we
So
we almost moved to Florida. I mean, Tanner really wanted to go to Florida because baseball, we always went there for baseball, for vacation. Well, baseball and was vacation, but to play. And so he always wanted to go there to live. But I'm like, I want a vacation there, but I don't know if I want to live there. So I'm glad we chose Texas. But definitely, I do like Florida. So that's terrible that that's where all the true crimes
I
are.
love Florida.
Florida, let's get it together.
I love Florida. That's why I was like, oh. This is
Yeah.
fresh. I love Idaho
No
too, actually.
beaches, Cabo, down. Again, the reason that I'm so red faced and crazy because I am trying really hard, except for, when mom got back yesterday from visiting California, she brought Smith's cookies, which, I mean, why? I was like, Mom, thank you, but no thank you. And they were, of course, for the kids, but guess who had a few?
Shout
Me.
out to Smith's, by the way, because if you guys
Yeah.
don't know about this, in California, there's a place called Smith's in Bakersfield. It is phenomenal. Their cookies are like nothing else. Actually, Bakersfield is really known for food places. A
Yeah.
lot of people don't give Bakersfield enough credit, but honestly, like we have the best food that, I mean, I
I mean, I
guess I
think
haven't been
it's because we
everywhere,
grew
but
up on that food though, because honestly, whenever you take people other places, they're like, "Oh, this is amazing." Like here, Tex-Mex, people think Tex-Mex is amazing, and honestly, personally, don't hate me, guys, but I do not like Tex-Mex compared to Mexican food in California. It's definitely top on the list of things I miss, besides my family and friends. But yes, the
yeah,
cookies at Smith's are so bomb. We have the Smile cookies. I did not eat that. I ate the thumbprints though. Like
yeah,
they're tiny-ish, but six is too many. My stomach did not feel good last night. Let's just put it out there. Um, because normally I don't eat that. Like if, and it's a good treat. It's not like they hurt your stomach, people say,
yeah.
but
No, they're good. They're delicious, actually.
but anyway, I am back on the train again today
Okay, well,
because I want to be feeling good more than looking good. Although I want to feel good in Cabo.
that you worked out. I haven't worked out yet. Yeah, I
Me,
am
I'm
so excited about
hopping
Cabo. Oh
down
my
there all
gosh,
the
there's so
time.
many things.
Literally today,
I
this is the other reason I was thinking about AI because when I was waiting for you patiently to get on, I was like messing with my background. I don't know why, but I was like, I literally almost did this. So like when you got on, I was at the beach. But
I love it.
it's
I love
my
that you're acting like you're waiting on me constantly, patiently, when
I
you are like the latest person in
I know.
life.
Okay, I am. But anyways, it makes my microphone weird. So that's also why I was like, never mind. I guess I just have to be playing and not at the beach today. We'll be at the beach soon, so we can have the
Oh my.
real life beach behind us.
Can you imagine like
AI,
how great it's gonna be
yeah.
to
When
be
I
like
see
on the beach?
fake stuff, I'm like, that's AI and it's ugly. Like you have to be really good at it or not do it, I feel.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't hate AI like I said, but like the ones that are like of people talking, the thing that always like is I'm like, it's AI is it's always they sound like a robot. Like they sound like the voice of the person, but like there's no like
Well,
exclamation or
oh,
excitement. Like it's just very so that part, you know how I am. Like I don't like anything that has
fake.
no well, fake for sure, but also like not like anything that's like redundantly a pattern. Like yesterday, we were driving in the car with Nash. I'll have to post this to my story, and I recorded him because he's just like whoo 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 whoo, like just being obnoxious. Like I'm like, you are so cute, but you are so frustrating right now. Please stop making the same noise over and over and over. Like I'm gonna lose my mind. And that brings me to the other point because you started laughing. I'm pretty sure whoever saw us at the store yesterday thought I was just a big old jerk. Like, I don't know. Because he was just on one yesterday. Like, literally, we're driving in the car and he's like telling me, like, go straight, red light. Like, I'm like, okay, Nash, stop. Like, I'm good. Like, I got this. I'm your navigation today. And I'm like,
That's so
God, well, you're driving me crazy. I know where we're going. We're going home. But when we were in the store, I was like, stop, 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 shut up. And he's like, wow, that was very aggressive. And I'm like, okay, listen, kid. And the lady behind me probably was thinking like I was some psycho because I mean, I don't typically tell my kids to shut up, but it was like, stop, stop, stop. Please stop. Don't do that. Shut up. And he was just like, wow, that was really aggressive. So then, of course, we're both laughing in the store. So then I look like a psycho and like,
funny.
I've got something wrong with me because then I'm like dying laughing. And this lady behind me is just like judging. Like, I'm like, whatever. Do what you got to do, lady, because I'm
That's
over here rocking life. I don't know what to tell you.
That's so funny. I know yesterday, okay, that made me think of this. So yesterday we were trying to get Blake to his lesson for baseball and he has his, like cup, of course, that he wears because I'm very stern about like my kids have to be protected, you know this. And
Yeah.
anyway, so I'm like always wear your cup, whatever. And he's going to do fielding. And so his shorts though, like he wears the little
Undershorts.
yeah, for his cup, instead of like
Yeah.
a strap because he's little. And well, even this is probably a TMI for everybody else, but Tanner still wears those too. He does like a jock strap. It's just weird. They're much more nice to have like a little boxer shorts to hold the cup. So, anyways, um, he has those, and but they're getting like a little bit tight on him. So ever since he had his tonsillectomy in December, he's just gained weight, but like in a good way. He's not like overweight. Oh, there's my dog. And but he is like he needs bigger shorts, right? So we just got him all bigger shorts, and then he's kind of in between sizes. But I asked him like 17 times. This is such a pet peeve of mine, by the way. Like, do you need new shoes? Do you need new this? Do you need new that? They wait until they can barely breathe to say like, oh, this isn't fitting me today. You know? Um,
Literally.
yeah.
Yes, I know.
Right. Okay. So this is not a shoe situation, it's cup shorts. But anyway, he is in the third grade, right? And so we're talking about it, and then he says, like, yeah, um, it's too tight or whatever. And I'm like, okay. And then I'm like, well, he's like, I think I can make it work today. My waist is just gonna feel a little tight or something like that. And we're like, okay. And then we're like, oh, is it hurting your privates, you know? And he's like, I think my privates are just feeling more annoyed. And we're like, okay. And then he's like, that's personification. We're learning.
What?
Cool. And I'm like, you are crazy. And I'm like, yeah, don't use that example in class. And he's like, yeah, definitely not, mom. But it was just like funny because these kids are crazy. They just come up with such funny stuff and they're too smart for their own good. Um,
That makes me like die because honestly, like, I don't know what it is because it's not like I just let my kids go rogue. Well, I do a little bit, I guess, but I try not to. I try to like, we're not, Nash has a potty mouth. It just is what it is. You already know this.
yeah.
And so he'll just randomly, but he uses it like correctly,
Yeah.
which I don't know if I should be proud about that or like even more like, what are you doing? But the truth is he uses it correctly. But I always say like, no, like do not say that. Absolutely not. Like, and he's like, Mom, like, and I'm like, okay. And he comes back and I'm like, would you talk like that in school? And he was like, I would never. Like,
He knows.
never would say that at school. I'm like, then why are you in here? Like, but I also feel like the other justification that I guess I give myself is I do like the fact that my kids are 100% themselves when they're home. So obviously I've created a safe space where they feel like they can do whatever. But I'm also like, hey, we got to back that down. But that's funny that like
Yeah.
has
Funny
the same theory.
that you're saying that too, because the other day the word for the B word came up in my house, but it was spoken in Spanish because Paige was talking about her Spanish class. And Matt and I both looked at each other like, what in the world? Where did you guys hear that? And how do you know what that means? And guess what? Credit to Nash.
Yeah, because he calls Paisley is a puto. Like that's his favorite line. And I'm like, you cannot say that about your sister.
That's terrible.
But she thinks it's funny. So it's like, it's
Oh my
frustrating because it's not
God.
just like I think it's terrible, but everybody else in my house thinks it's so funny. So they just like crack up. And I'm like, yeah, I don't know. Somewhere I've felt a little bit, but at the same time, I feel like I'm thriving. So I don't need judgments. You guys can comment on it. You guys can say whatever you want. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. My kid is cute and thriving, and all of them are actually. I was so excited. Penny, oh my gosh. Penny
Something.
came home the other day. They went to the book fair.
Okay.
So she lost a tooth. Tooth fairy came.
Oh, nice.
She had money.
What did she get?
I think $10.
Oh,
But yeah.
that's impressive.
So we were like, okay, whatever. So I told her, like, no, like, cause she's like, Mom, I need book fair money. And I'm like, I'm not doing the book fair because every time you guys come home with nonsense, like, I don't care if they come home with a book, that's fine. But we're not doing all the other nonsense.
And all the other,
Well,
yeah.
the little savage took her tooth fairy money and came home and she's walking home. And I'm like, what is she holding? Like, what is going on? Like, what are we doing? With the most ridiculous poster I've ever seen. It's like a dog that doesn't look like any of the dogs that we have. And it says, like, I love you on it. And I'm like, how did you get that? Like, who did you hustle to get that poster? And she's like, Tooth Fairy money. Like, I was like the craziest person in the world. And I'm just like, we spent money on that? Like, I mean, the Tooth Fairy spent money on that? What? I'm pretty sure that's not what she's coming for, but it was hideous. And I was just like, okay, but she loves it, so I guess it's fine. But I mean, another trip to the dumpster because you
Yeah.
know how I am. I'll just go be like a savage when she's at school, throw that away. It's like not aesthetically doing anything in this house other than more stuff. Which brings me to the other topic of the other thing is stuff. People, I think it's nice. I think it's genuinely nice that people want to like be like, oh, we have this, like let's give it to you. But I don't want to be the house that collects all the stuff.
Yeah, true.
You know?
No. I know, no, you know that's why I made the rule, what, 3 years ago, 4 years ago? I kind of feel bad because Blake was little, but it is what it is. We don't do like a ton of gifts at Christmas. We just go somewhere.
I know. We were talking about that the other day though, and I was thinking about it. Um, and I even asked ChatGPT like where were cool places to go.
Yeah.
Speaking of AI, but I think that's a good idea.
It's
I
never.
was literally asking the kids like, "Hey, what did you get for Christmas 5 years ago? What'd you get last year? What'd you get 2 years ago?" None of them could figure out anything. Like nothing. Like nothing came up that they could figure out. But like we went to Hawaii last year for basketball, but also for like family vacation, like and that's all my kids talk about. So I'm like, why are we doing all the gifts and different things that we do constantly when we could just go make memories? And I feel bad kind of about it because Paisley's 15, like and I'm like, this is kind of like a late start, but also I feel like it was an epiphany and I'm kind of excited about it because obviously like I can remember every trip that we took when we were little. And I mean, maybe not every. No, I feel like I probably could. Cause it's like memories made. So anyway, my point in this is that I think that's gonna be the new capital of what we tag onto because it just makes so much more sense. And honestly, the gifts get thrown away. Like this stupid poster. Like, bye. See ya.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, so more memories to be made for sure.
Yeah.
Starting
I
in
just
Cabo with our sister trip and all
yeah.
the trips, but then yeah, we should take the families somewhere too because that's fun.
I know. I feel like everybody should get on board with that. But we'll see. Anyway, we have a couple months to plan something, but we can. I don't know. We talked about maybe even coming to Texas, so maybe
Yeah,
we'll do
yeah,
that
Texas. Even if it's
because
not on Christmas Day, because I know you guys have traditions with, Jason's family and stuff to be on Christmas Day.
yeah. But
But
I mean, also it would just be nice to not have to go do all the things. Not that we don't love it, we love it, but it's a lot. So I'm
yeah,
like, hey, maybe they can travel too.
yeah, they could come to Texas too. Hey, the hell
Yeah.
here.
I know my kids are dying to come because they're like, we have to go see our cousins. And you guys come out a lot. So it kind of works out where we haven't been there yet. But when you said the other day, like, I've been here 3 years, I'm like, ooh, I mean, I've been there,
Yeah,
but the kiddos haven't. So I'm like, we got to make that happen because it is fun. And, my kids, now that they've flown on a plane, Paisley's flown a few times, but now that Nash and Penny have flown, like, they're avid
they're
travelers.
they're frequent flyers now. They want to be on.
Yeah,
They
Nash is like, "Hey, I need you to get me that luggage that has like
yeah, the scooter.
the scooter." Yeah. And I was like, "Okay," but honestly, he didn't have that last time, but he just had like his normal luggage and he was like flying down the ramps, running and just jumping on top of it. Like almost bumping into everybody, but he was just like, "This is where it's at. Like I got this," I'm like, "Oh my goodness." But it was so fun to travel with him because I think because we travel a lot anyway, like in the car, it's not really that different on the plane. Like you're stuck somewhere for a long amount of time. He was so chill. Like he kicked back, he had his snacks, like he was all excited. My kids are like convinced that the sodas on a plane taste better than anywhere you can get them ever. And I'm like,
That's funny.
it's just a soda, but it's so funny to me. They crack me up. But yeah, he was just like cool, like just on his tablet, like he had it going. And he's like, "Mom, where are we going next? Like, I gotta do this." I'm like,
Yeah, where
"Okay."
did ChatGPT tell you to go? Like, what was it? What was the top one?
Well, honestly, you know how I am. I like the Amish country. So
Oh,
I was asking like
that's about
ChatGPT,
the
like,
Amish country. Okay.
where? It said Pennsylvania is like one of the top ones. But I was dying laughing because I'm like, okay, we could do that. There was other ones, but I don't even know like exactly where they're at or like there wasn't like airports that you could get to like quickly. Like you'd have to
Yeah,
go and
you
then
have to plan it out right because kids don't want to be like taking a flight and then taking a long road trip. That's the
yeah.
exciting.
Well, unless you get a
Can
van.
be. I mean, it
Like,
can be. Yeah,
I'm
minivan. So minivan is a game changer for sure.
which cracks me up because remember mom would always be like, "No, I'm never driving that." And sometimes I think like, I mean, I have a huge car anyway, and you do too, but not huge, but I mean we have a big SUVs.
Yeah.
But the van, like there's something about it that my kids think it's like
The
we're
doors.
rock star status.
The doors. 100%. It's the doors.
Okay, that makes sense, I guess.
The
But I'm
door
like,
opens. It's the doors.
I feel like when you drive one,
Definitely,
you
it is nice because you can fit into places easy, and you don't
yeah,
have your kids hitting the doors onto somebody else's car. So
that's
the
true.
doors. It's the doors for the parents. It's the doors for the kids. I'm convinced. That's the
I
case.
still don't want one like all the time, but
I
sometimes I think about it.
don't want one either, to be honest, but I like having one when I travel, though. I do reserve the minivan 99% of the time now. It was on accident the first time, and now it's definitely by choice. So
Yeah, okay, so but back to Amish country. So there's a lot of things to do. You can like shake the jar for butter.
oh,
They have like their own little like gift shops and stuff that you can go get like I don't know. My kids were about it too. When I was talking about it, I was like, "What about the Amish country?" And they were
I
just like,
mean,
"Yes."
I think it's good because that's educational too. So like you're teaching your kids,
Yeah.
and we've thought about going to like the in South Dakota, Mount Rushmore.
Oh. You know what? It's so crazy
It's
that you
not
say
that
that.
popular of a place, but just to show the kids Mount Rushmore.
But there's so many places in the United States. Like I always dream like when I dream big and like think about, you know, I don't know, where we're going to go. You know, I always say like Greece or Italy or something like that. But there's so many places in the US that we haven't been and we've been so close to. Although checking off the bucket list of going to the Empire State Building was top notch. That was so much fun. Oh my gosh, that was so much fun.
That was fun.
I laughed until I like cried. It was so much fun. It was so windy. I guess I didn't expect it to be that windy. Did you? Well,
Uh,
you've been.
yeah. But the first time I went, it wasn't quite as windy as that time for sure. Or all the other times I've been, it wasn't as windy as that night. That was definitely a more windy time. And then also I going out on that new deck was different too. So, it's fun. Yeah.
Yeah. It was quite an experience. I was so excited. I got to go to the top of the Strat in Vegas with Paige
Yeah.
because of course my kids were like, "You got to go there." Like, "Oh." And I was like, "Oh, we're in Vegas. We can go to like the top." It was cool, but definitely I would love to go back to New York with
Yeah.
them because
New York has a special vibe for sure. It's something special. So, yeah, cheers to more adventures. They're going to be happening for sure.
I cannot wait. I'm so excited. Yeah, and definitely what was the place we went to in New York with the cheesecake and they shunned us on coffee?
Oh, Junior.
Rude.
I know
Rude.
good, but they were closed. It was kind of our fault. We were
They
there.
were closed. It was totally our fault, but I was like, just come on.
Who
Cheesecake,
yeah,
coffee.
gotta have coffee with your cheesecake.
Yeah. That cheesecake was good though.
It was. It was bomb.
Top notch. Yeah.
Yeah.
Everywhere in New York, I feel like the food tastes good there too, though. So maybe that's a thing. Maybe they have good food stops too.
Yeah.
The pizza.
Listen, stop talking about food. Did I not just say I'm trying to be good before Cabo? Okay. Right now,
Same.
the focus is on Cabo. I'm thinking and praying good thoughts towards that. So I
Amen
gotta
to that.
keep all these goodies out of my brain. So I'm not trying to. So
We've already done that. Been there, done that, experienced it. Moving on.
yeah. On to the next thing.
We're going to be like those people like sniffing cake and eating broccoli.
Oh no, it's not a big deal to have it every once in a while. It's just that I know myself. Like I will, they be like, oh okay. I don't know. I need more.
Speaking of, I'm cracking up because I got one of those vibration plates.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And so it's cool. I like it. Like I really like it because it helps with like a lot of different things, like or whatever. But I was laughing because I had a bunch of people sliding into my DMs like, "Hey, what do you think about it? Does it like my booty, it's kind of big, like it has a lot of like does it help with cellulite?" And I was just like, "Maybe." Like give me a couple more days, but to be honest, I do not have one. So I have no idea. Like I would like to have a big booty and be like excited about it, but
Hot
I
take
don't know.
vibration plate.
Yeah. I'm like, try it. You might like it. But I was cracking up. I swear, the way I'm sitting right now, I have like Arthur in my foot. I'm too young
Oh no.
to have arthritis coming
Yeah.
back up. But here I am.
Move your leg around. Take a break.
Yeah.
Take a walk.
My
We'll
vibration
get
plate.
you. Yes, get on your vibration plate. We'll catch you guys next time. Thanks for listening and being part of our amazing podcast. We're having so much fun together. We hope you are too.
Yeah, like, share, comment. We are so excited to just have this community and be with you guys every single week, and obviously be with each other. And you don't have to be actual sisters to feel like you're in our sisterhood, but obviously we welcome the sisters as well, and anybody and everybody who is excited to just build a community where we champion for each other. Because honestly, my sis has been doing that for my whole life. And so I'm just excited to share her with you. And hopefully, you have some fun hanging with us as well.
Same. Let's go, sis.
Let's go.